then.
Hey, Rigmor. I'm just so happy to see you doing well. You too, Dragonborn. And hey, you must be Serena. Hey kid, you stick close to Zan. I'll look after you, okay?
Okay.
Quintus will be expecting you. I'll need to rally my men and gather them around me. Once the battle commences, I'll follow you at a distance, and when I deem the area to be safe, I'll allow Sorella to take the shot. Once the task has been done, I'll be leaving immediately and taking her home. Good luck, Dragonborn.
Okay. Roger that. Just take me to where the glass house is, and I'll take that shot, Dragonborn. I won't miss.
Come, Sorella. Let's prepare you for the task at hand.
You want to hear some stories of pirates on the high seas?
You are so the coolest.
Come on then and follow me. Catch you later, Rigmor. Come and see us anytime over by the fire.
I don't want to let you and Rigmor down, Dragonborn.
Hey, we know that. And when Cassius tells you it's time to go, don't look back, okay? The Dragonborn and I can look after ourselves. So don't worry, okay?
Bye.
And guess what? You'll be getting a ride home on a pirate ship. How cool is that? When this is over, we'll come get you and do some fun things together. In happy times.
Guardian General, Countess. At last, the gods have answered my prayers. As well as can be expected, it's been a long time. Indeed. Sethri has told me all there is to know about our task at hand. What evil has been plaguing our lands, and the reason behind it. I couldn't figure it out at first. Why would the Emperor, so-called, send me all the way to this region, when the raiders we were meant to prevent were protected with immunity? Yes, they come into Cyrodiil and we prevent further excursions, but we are not allowed to follow them back to their base. At the very foot of that mountain, Morag Sethius informed me that crossing the border and marching into Hammerfell was irregular, and could be seen as an act of war. But the real reason is all too sinister and depraved. I thought they were slavers at first, their spoils mostly comprised of people. People that go into that mountain and never come out. But now it's clear. What a fool I have been. Camaeus told me you were coming. My sword is yours to command.
What's up there, Quintus?
An army of leeches. At the foot of the mountain, there's a considerable force of raiders. They do the dirty work, round up the people and have them sent to the pits. Further up, there's a small battalion of mercenaries defending the ruins.
The pits?
There's some ancient Aelid ruins on the top of that mountain, but they lead deep into the earth, to the antechamber, where they keep the bridge of size. The pits are winding catacombs, where, as I said, the army of leeches are located, vampiric defilers. We now know they are the Akaviri, human remnants. The people are harvested there. Not only that, the Soul Gem is protected by Taisi sergeants, led by General Oxyamaka. Oddly enough, he's the only one we can name. The others, they're just numbers. The very same. I lost count. Cassius bought a map from their war galley you destroyed in the Sea of Ghosts. Invasion routes is our guess. We think they've been secretly biding their time.
Waiting for the moment to come. The age of the serpent. Of course. When Cassius arrived several days ago, we discussed the offensive. First, we had the problem of the river. I travelled to Anvil and persuaded the Count to allow me to build a pontoon. You saw it as you arrived. I told him it was prudent to have a forward warning post connected to the main camp. Of course, none of the nobles here in the Gold Coast know anything about the truth. But I told him it was imperative, and it would stop the slavers.
Quintus has been sending patrols frequently. We don't think it's caused the enemy to become too suspicious. 20 men go out, 10 come back.
Half of my men are already on the Hammerfell side of the river. Good men, Guardian. They are loyal, and Cassius's arrival has bolstered morale. Many are from his old legion. And now you and the Countess are here. They are ready and at your command. Here, on the map, the raiders have a base camp at the foot of the mountain. We need to force our way through to access the rampart that leads to the top. Agreed. At the top, the Aelid ruins are occupied by mercenaries. A company-sized unit mainly consisting of elven renegades and a few orcs. They've been there since I arrived. Probably the remnants of the New Order. They are also supplied by the raiders.
Once we hit the raiders' camp, we're hoping the mercs will just think it's one of Quintus' patrols stay too deep and ignore us.
I've stepped up patrols and forced some skirmishes lately, so it won't seem too out of the ordinary. But once we hit them hard at the foot of the mountain, I suggest you take some veterans and make your way as quickly as possible to the summit and neutralize the mercenaries as quick as possible.
Once inside, they'll know we're here. Speed is of the essence.
Is Morag Sethius in there?
She's been here for a few days.
There will be no quarter given, Guardian. No pity. I'll be taking no prisoners. Every man available will be needed.
As it happens, I came across a few crates of some such items, carelessly left by the Anvil docks, and have made sure of their distribution amongst the troops. Of course, I saved you and the Countess, so just in case. Don't worry, Dragonborn. As a mage, my place is also to protect Sorella.
General Quintus, there's an envoy here to see you.
Expected visitors, Quintus?
Not that I know of. Who is it, soldier?
They're asking for the Guardian General and the Countess Rigmor.
The left and the Princess of Camaeus. You have a dossier on you, milady, worthy of its own library shelf.
What is it you want here just because?
Please allow me to introduce myself. There are elven criminals that need to have swift justice exacted upon them. Renegades and former New Order traitors in a table. And I've been...
You mind swinging somewhere else? I'm going to find whoever... Speak quickly. Did you hear something? Must have scared him off. Must have... Must have scared him off.
Scared him off. Did you hear something? I was sure I heard something.
Did you hear something? Must be my imagination.
Clear it out, I guess.
Must have scared him off.
Must have scared him. Must have scared him off.
Over now. What's that?
Huh?
Here we go. Someone there.
Must have scared him off.
Here we go. Scared him off.
Must have scared him off.
Here we go. All over now.
Did you hear something? Huh? Must have scared him off.
Attack!
Must have scared him off.
It did. Make it quick.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Oh, what happened? What happened? You want something from me? Be careful. Yes?
going to find whoever did this.
Look!
The last Dragonborn. And the Princess of Tamriel. We have a dossier on you, milady, worthy of its own library shelf.
What is it you want here, Justicar?
Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Count Valeronin Camaeus of Lelandro, envoy of the Almere Dominion, and Commander-in-Chief of Tesso, the Elven Special Operations. There are Elven criminals that need to have swift justice exacted upon them. Renegades and former New Order traitors dug in on the top of Table Mountain. And I have been sent to offer my services to show goodwill to the Empire.
Yeah, right.
I don't ask that you like us, Countess. I only ask for your trust.
Trust? Your organization is no better than that of the New Order. Wherever the Thalmor tread, they leave a trail of misery, torture, and death. The only good thing Zephyros did was kick you out of Cyrodiil.
I do understand your hostility, and I don't blame you, not for one moment. We, the Dominion, owe you a debt of gratitude for helping bring about the demise of the New Order. And I want to take this chance to personally apologize on our behalf for the suffering you endured at the hands of that traitor, the Thalmor General.
Don't you even dare mention his name.
No. Of course. How insensitive of me. But General Quintus, my special forces are at your disposal if you so wish it. I hope we can unite to bring...
That's a lot of names. You must be very special to be endorsed by virtually the whole of Tamriel, Count Camaeus.
And what's in it for you?
We only want to win the war. As I said, milady, we owe you a debt of gratitude. Nothing more.
Quintus, you can't trust this ass clown. He's a Justicar, a Thalmor.
It's pronounced Justicia.
Rigmor. Even Barendar is a signator. Let's all go inside and discuss the planning there.
Whatever. I think I'll just go take a walk. The air around here has become unpleasant, to say the least.
Guardian General, see if you can talk some sense into her. I'll bring the Count up to date.
Clear the house, I guess.
You
Scare him
mess with
off.
me.
If you've come to talk me around, don't waste your breath. I don't trust them. Damn elves. No, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I remember. The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. Let it go! They while the people spat upon him, Dragonborn. They kicked, and beat him, and they publicly hanged him for all the world to see. And he was all alone, and there was no one there for him. They tore my family apart, enslaved my mom, and flogged me to within an inch of my life. No, I will not let it go, so don't you dare try to patronize me. They will always be my enemy, and I can never, ever forgive them. I want nothing to do with him, or his special forces. So that makes it all right. Okay. Maybe you're right. Come on, then. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Here's the map. As you can see, the mountain has at its foot a base camp, Redguard nomad raiders. The heights and the top are guarded by mercenaries, a few orcs, and your elven renegades.
I see. And the plan?
We attack the base camp simultaneously in a pincer movement. The Guardian and Countess ascend the slopes and take control of the heights. That's where you come in.
I suggest my forces are to accompany the Countess, not only to take out the renegades, but to offer some protection.
I have updated the Count. He is to accompany your assault on the heights.
Are you with child?
What? How dare you? You had better keep your distance, Count Camaeus, or I won't be responsible for what happens to you. As soon as you've dealt with your elven renegades, I want you out of here. Do we understand each other?
My apologies. I assumed... Can we talk privately? Thank you, General Quintus, for your hospitality. We'll be waiting for the attack to begin, then join you. You and I both know what's going on here, Guardian. I assume you spoke to the priest. He appears like a ghostly apparition, out of nowhere, but can only walk amongst us for a short time. At first it bothered me greatly. He told me of my own destiny, how it was entwined with yours, that we will both go on to become harbingers of a new era for men and mare, and beast. I believe so. Or is a guiding voice for them. He is the reason I am here at all. He said that you must look inside yourself to find who you are. That you are unpredictable and it worries the gods. And if you were to deny them, other ways would need to be sought to fulfill the prophecy. Did she touch the shrine? I see. That's all I needed to know. We are just pawns in a game not of our choosing, Dragon Slayer. We are all servants of the great Lord Akatosh. Are you really such a blind fool? I think not. The gods are cruel. They play their games, but this time, the threat is real. I was chosen by the priest to gather a force, a special force, and I've been waiting years, biding my time, only for this moment. You think you can enter that mountain and prevail against the undead alone? What awaits you in there is beyond the realms of mortals, and the only safe way through, to bring that little girl, the orphan bandit child, to do what must be done, can only be accomplished at the point of my silver swords. I am afraid that the Countess, no, Princess, will have to endure my company for a little while longer. It must be so debilitating for her, after everything she has been through all these years. I am on your side, Dragon Slayer. On Rigmor's side. I personally took responsibility for the apprehension of the new order in Alanor, and I've been playing my role in the game, as you yours. Blind fool, look at you! What are you? Obviously you cannot even recall any schooling. Do you even remember where you were born? Where exactly do you hail from? Do you recall anything at all about your past? Is there one single thing you can tell me about yourself? Were you hatched from an egg, or forged in a dank pool from offal? What of her? Rigmor, child of Ragnar named Sigurdsdottir. Her whole life is a book. A tragedy to be read by all and sundry. A child chosen for a fate worse than death, and she keeps enduring. She keeps giving. Her strength and resolve unsurpassed. She is born to reign, and born to bear a child, and you no longer will be the last Dragonborn. For there shall be another. Akatosh wills it, and it will be done. So we're not done. Not yet, Dragon Slayer. Not by a long chalk. It's too late whether you like it or not. Rigmor's life was never hers to live. She is of the Mead dynastic bloodline, and will take her rightful place. The people will demand it. You can, of course, wander the wilderness for the rest of your days, or drink yourself to death. Have you spoken to the princess, Rigmor, about her fate? Because you should. But what if, when you arrive there is no bridge to cross? You owe her the truth at the very least. Stop treating her like a fragile porcelain doll. You may come to find that actually, she does have what it takes after all. The child will be a septim, and she will be called Kintyra. Who you are should be as plain as the nose on your face. Until next time.
Is it time to go already? What is it? Okay, I guess. Dragonborn, nothing is going to happen to you. What's made you think this way? Feel what? What's gotten into you? You're beginning to worry me now. I'm listening. No, Well, I did notice a little bleeding, down there. No, it's not. It did worry me a little bit, but I just put it down to, women things. Irregularity. No. Dragonborn, you're scaring me now. What's going on? Dragonborn, what's going on? I would call him Ragnar, after my father. Kintyra, Dragonborn, what's going on? Yes, I remember, of course. Go on. This is frightening me now, Dragonborn. You had better not be making some kind of joke because it's not funny. What about me? You prayed at the chapel. Okay, sorry. I just can't imagine you doing that. That's all. That's sweet of you. The danger of bearing a child. Your child? We talked about that. By the gods. Dragonborn, you can't be sure about that. I know the shrine went all weird, but shrines do that kind of thing with their glowing, shiny stuff thing. I could be pregnant, but it's too early to tell, and if I am, then we must trust them, for my sake. It all fits now that I think about it. They tricked us, didn't they? We were both touched by the shrine, and you were bleeding. And I've been too. I've become so used to being used by the gods, so don't feel guilty. If I do have a child and I don't make it, promise me you'll love her, care for her, and remember me. I would gladly die in your arms. You've always known that I love you. I know you don't see it that way, and I have respected that, truly. And if Kintyra were to become Empress of all Tamriel, then at least my wretched life amounted to something. I know you would. Promise me, you'll take good care of her. Go, prepare for the battle. Come and get me when the time is right.
Need something?
Yes? Need something?
Everything is ready. Sethri has joined Cassius and his unit to help protect the child. They have already gone ahead to await the attack and will follow in your wake. Count Camaeus and his men are in position. All we need to do now is join them. Understood.
Look!